Considering making money with your podcast is something you should be thinking about in the planning stages of your show. This is why on today's video, I will present to you some of the direct and indirect ways of making money with your podcast. Get that jet, it's all about the Benjamins. Get that green, get that green. You want that green? Money, 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 money. Hello, and welcome back to the Bad Sound School channel, the place to be for all things podcasting, from planning, producing, and launching to social media promotion, advanced audio production. On our channel, you can find all the tools you need to create a podcast that stands out and is uniquely you. Or like I say, a smart and sexy podcast. And if you're new to our channel, take a moment to hit the subscribe button and the bell button to get notified every time we release our videos. Also, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Okay, let's get to it. One of the steps I recommend to my clients who want to start podcasting and are not settled yet on a subject is to think whether or not that subject they're considering has the potential for monetization in the near future. In other words, will this provide me with the possibilities or avenues to make money? And I know what you're thinking. I'm getting into podcasting to have a created outlet and have fun. But something that we all need to understand is that podcasting requires money to start, to grow, and to achieve its goals. So let's get rid of that negative money mindset and think that the more money we make, the more we grow, we learn, we reach, and we help others. Also, even though we recommend to start thinking about ways to monetize when you're planning your show, you should wait until you have put a few episodes out, have consistent downloads, and also you have an engaging community in social media. Okay, so let's start with the direct ways to make money from your podcast. Number 1, donations and premium content. As you grow your audience and your community, one fun way to monetize is using membership platforms like Patreon or Supercast. People who like your work and the content that you create want to support you, and having a membership program is a great way to put your premium content behind a paywall. You can customize and create an experience for your members on your membership site. For example, Patreon allows you to add a banner, a profile picture, a welcome message, and videos. You can also create different tiers or membership levels, giving access to certain features, products, and exclusive content depending on the amount pledged. This is great for podcasters because we can create premium episodes that will be distributed only to members by private RSS feed. Number 2, sponsorships and ads. You probably heard the host of your favorite podcast saying, "This episode is sponsored by," or reading little pieces at the beginning, middle, or the end of the episode about a certain product they use or like. Brands are always on the lookout for new audiences to promote their services and products. And with the growth in popularity, brands are using podcasts increasingly as part of their marketing campaigns. The way this works is that you get paid when you mention your sponsor or read an ad on your episodes. Ads and sponsorships are not available for all podcasts. You need to have at least a few thousand downloads per episode. However, if your podcast has a small but profitable niche, you may be able to approach sponsors before reaching big numbers with your downloads. Number 3, affiliate links. Affiliate links are a great way to make money with your podcast. Depending on the subject of your show, there are different products and services you may want to mention on your show and recommend to your audience. With time, and as you establish the like, know, and trust with your audience, they will start trusting your recommendations as far as products and services. For example, if your podcast is about healthy living, you may want to recommend a recent book you read, a piece of exercise equipment, a meditation app or service, or a local spot to practice yoga. You can contact those providers, merchants, and brands or businesses to see if they work with affiliate links. Number 4, merchandise. How many times have you returned from a trip to your favorite theme park or a concert of your favorite band with a t-shirt or a mug with their picture or logo? I have, several times. Selling merchandise is another way to bring in the money. For this, having your podcast brand defined is a must. You can sell clothing, accessories, and different products with the logo or name of your podcast or catchy phrases you say in your podcast. The benefits of selling branded merchandise are not only monetary. By selling merchandise, you're also creating brand awareness among those who don't know about the existence of your show. People wearing your products are ambassadors of your brand. So now let's talk about the indirect ways we can make money with our podcast. Number 1, coaching and consulting. You can really shine as a consultant or coach using your podcast. Your podcast will help you establish credibility with your listeners over time. Also, depending on the success of your show, you can use your podcast to position yourself as an authority in your field. If you're already a business coach, health coach, performance coach, or any type of coach, start using your podcast to promote your services as a coach before you even start trying any other form of monetization. You can talk about your experience as a coach, your services, client success stories, and also offer discounts or promotion codes to your audience. If you're not a coach, but you've been podcasting on a subject you love, or you're thinking about starting a podcast, maybe you can start considering coaching and consulting. Ask yourself whether people come to you a lot with questions about your subject, or whether you find yourself lecturing people for free about what is it that you're going to talk about in your podcast. Also, ask your audience directly on social media whether they'll be interested in your coaching services. Number 2, digital downloadable products, ebooks, courses, and software. The last decade, downloadable media has become a very profitable business. Some downloadable media comes in the form of one-time purchase, and others require to sign up for a membership. Developing a course, software, apps, and/or writing an instructional or an ebook is a big project in and of itself, but the benefits outweigh the time and effort you put into it. So start thinking if you can create any kind of digital downloadable product for your audience that are in tune with the subject of your podcast. For example, let's say that your podcast is about the Argentinian dance of tango. You can create a course in video format teaching people how to master the basic movements of tango. Or maybe you can write an ebook with important facts and the history behind tango. Anyway, you get it. The key is to create a product that will benefit your audience in some way. Number 3, public speaking. This can be another indirect way to make money with your podcast. As your podcast gains some credibility and exposure, you may get invited to speak at events. I just got my first invitation to speak at a podcast event. Getting paid for speaking at events can be a little tricky, especially if you have no experience. For those of you who have speaking experience and are getting paid to speak at events, having a podcast can really help you to promote yourself by talking about your experience and the different events that you've been a speaker at. If this is completely new to you, but is something that is lighting up the fire inside you, go for it. Start contacting event organizers and showing interest in being invited to participate in panels. The more you do it, the more you get better at it, so you can start getting paid. Number 4, organize conventions and events. From recording your podcast live at a venue to bringing influential personalities from your niche or industry to speak in front of your audience, organizing this type of events can be extremely fun and lucrative. And the best part is that you don't need to have a big audience to start doing so. There's a lot of podcasters touring in the US and outside the US with their shows. Some examples of podcasts doing live events are My Favorite Murder, Last Podcast on the Left, Almost 30 Podcasts, to name a few. But recording your podcast live is not the only event you can do as a podcaster. You can create events, masterclasses, and workshops around the topic of your show. For example, if your podcast is about helping women to get back into the workforce after taking time off to raise their children, you can create a workshop in your area and invite experts to speak about how to build a resume, how to have a successful job interview, productivity, and time management. So start thinking where your audience is at and what kind of event you can start planning. It doesn't have to be big, you just need to start. The possibilities are endless when you decide to shift your mindset. Making money from your podcast is possible if you dare to be bold and work hard. Remember, we're here to provide you with all the information and the tools you need to succeed with your show. Also, no matter what method or combination of methods you'll decide to use to start making money with your podcast, you should implement a direct way to interact with your listeners, either by creating a Facebook group or by starting an email marketing campaign. We have this video right here taking you through the steps of creating and optimizing your Facebook group. Also, for those of you starting a podcast, don't forget to download your free copy to jumpstart your podcast with all the basic steps you need to know to start planning your show. The link is in the description of this video. And before you go, 2 things. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and like this video. And no olviden hacer la tarea. Happy casting, amigos!